Good coffee, but hot. Ouch. All right. Good Monday morning. It is the first Monday of April. My name is Al Gavada. Thank you very much for joining me today. We've got, I don't know. I don't know. I was reading this article, or at least skimming through it to kind of get an idea of what I was going to be talking about today. And I was like, this may not be as simple and straightforward as I thought it would be. It may not be exactly what I thought I was going to be talking about. It may be a little more, I don't know, controversial. No, I don't think controversial. Just difference in opinion in some aspects. So let's get to it. Today we're talking about comparing your success to someone else's success. And the article's title is basically Steps to Stop Comparing Your Success to Others' Success, right? But it just says to others, apostrophe. Possessive. All right. So we're going to start off with that. It's by Drew Hendricks on Success Magazine, on success.com. I'm going to share the link on the comment section there. There you go. All right. So it starts off like this. You use other people to gauge your success or failure. We all do it. Compare ourselves to other, maybe more successful people. Without seeing what others around you have achieved, how else would you know what's possible, right? But as you progress in your career, that benchmark effect can actually lead to professional jealousy, which can hamper your own success and lead to unnecessary stress if you let it build. All right, that last sentence is key. As you progress in your career, that benchmark effect of comparing your success to other people, especially more successful people, that benchmark effect can actually lead to professional jealousy, which can hamper your own success and lead to unnecessary stress if you let it build. So it's important to acknowledge jealous feelings because the time and energy you expend worrying about what others are doing could and should be put into building your own career, your own business instead. You can take steps to recognize and reduce professional jealousy. So, yeah, this article is about professional jealousy. So when I was skimming through it, I was like, okay, hang on, this is not exactly what I thought it was going to be talking about, but it should be interesting. Steps to stop comparing your success to others. So here you go. Here's some steps. Number one, see the full picture. Pastor and author Stephen Furtick once said, the reason we struggle with insecurity is because we compare, ready? Because we compare our behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel. The reason we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scenes, stress, anxiety, trouble, obstacles, with everyone else's highlight reel. This is especially true in a social media driven era where everyone boasts about their accomplishments without revealing the details behind them. That award your competitor brags about winning might have been handed over by a friend. The major successes you see other entrepreneurs achieving likely came after years of failure, none of which they tweet about. So this is interesting, and I'm trying to think of the mindset behind the when the author was actually creating this article, because this for some reason sticks out. That award your competitor brags about winning might have been handed over by a friend. Doesn't that sound weird? Like that's personal experience or something. Like that doesn't seem to me to, if I see somebody saying, hey, I got this award, the first thought my mind goes to isn't, oh, they probably got that because it was a friend. It's interesting. So I don't know why that particular sentence kind of stuck out to me. It says the major successes you see other entrepreneurs achieving likely came after years of failure, none of which they tweet about. That is probably true, because any goal, any success, any business or whatever, you're gonna eventually hit failure, right? There's gonna be down parts. It's hardly ever a straight up trajectory, or at least a straight up angle of success. It's usually ups and downs, right? It's what you do when you fail or have a setback, whether you stop or you wallow or whatever, or you learn from that failures or drawback, right? Or setback. It says when you find yourself feeling envious of someone else's successes, reread your own biography or scroll through your social media feeds. Consider how your successes might look to someone else and congratulate yourself on all your achievements. And again, I'm going to go back. Good friend Victoria Davenport, she shared something, an exercise that she read about, where we took note cards and we wrote out all of our successes. We've each had successes in our life that we've accomplished something, whether it was something small that was getting us closer to another goal or actually a significant goal that we've succeeded. So consider how your own successes might look to someone else and congratulate yourself on all your achievements. It's easy to forget how much you've accomplished when you're constantly working towards your next goal. And just recently, we are talking about setting goals and pursuing them, right? If you're always constantly working towards your next goal, you forget you have succeeded before. It's not your ultimate success, and even your ultimate success is usually a springboard to something else. Don't forget what you've achieved. You are an achiever. You have accomplishments that you can celebrate. Don't forget that. It's like we're always overwhelmed sometimes by the future, but don't forget that we've built to this point through our experiences, through our successes, through our failures, through our setbacks, and the lessons we've learned from them. So, number one, see the full picture. Number two, congratulate them. You might notice that as your colleagues achieve great things, their circle of true friends tends to diminish. The number of congratulatory responses to their tweets will probably dwindle as the awards, funding rounds, and media attention increases. By being one of the few in the industry issuing congratulations, you'll not only look gracious, but you'll be networking with someone who has accomplished big things and might be able to help you along the way. I don't know, man. This article seems it's kind of ringing weird to me. The way the author is expressing his reactions or his interactions with somebody else's successes, talking about jealousy, which is understandable. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. Check out the article. I put the link on the comments section. Part of congratulating your industry colleagues and competitors is recognizing that a win for them is a win for everyone, and that I completely agree with. Right? If they're in your industry, congratulate them. It's good for your industry as well, an industry that you are a part of. Instead of seeing someone else's win as a loss for you, which it's not, recognize that there's room for more than one person at the top, and these successes actually pave the way for other ideas and growing businesses. And it's awesome because if you're in an industry where the leaders and the people that are succeeding like to reach down and help people up or push people up and share their their struggles and failures and setbacks and how they overcame them, take advantage of it, because that's the type of industry that you want to be a part of, where they are interested in your success as well, because it's not diminishing their success. You succeeding is not diminishing my success. My success depends on what I do and how I respond to my setbacks and how I'm going to move forward and what goals I set, right? So number two, congratulate them. We're talking 4 steps to stop comparing your success to others. Number 3, redirect your focus. Instead of turning green with envy, turn the focus back on yourself and ask, what you can do to achieve what others have achieved. Yeah, what path are they laying out? What steps did they take for success? And again, if you're in an industry where the people who have succeeded are telling you, do this, do that, do this, those are the steps that they've taken that were probably laid out by other people who have succeeded before them. We see it over and over and over again. If someone else wins an award, is it an award you wanted? If so, what can you do to put yourself in line for it, as well as other awards next year? If a friend just landed major funding or a raise at work, what can you do to work forward toward achieving that goal yourself? So, what is it that you want? You need to define what you want in your particular situation, in your career. As your friends, coworkers, and colleagues achieve success, it can serve as a to do list for growing your own career. And again, following those steps. Chances are you first decided to go after your current goals because of the things you saw over the course of your life. If you can return to a place where you observe the accomplishments of those around you and strive to achieve the same things in your own career, you can turn a detrimental emotion into something that's healthier, motivation. And that's a very powerful sentence right there. If you can return to a place where you observe, kind of detached, you observe the accomplishments of those around you, and you're like inspired by them, right? And strive to achieve the same things in your own career, you can turn a detrimental emotion, which you have absolute control over. I want to add, you have control over it. You can turn a detrimental emotion into something that's healthier, motivation. And the last one, number 4, look away. If you find yourself focusing far too much on other people, just stop. Unfollow them on Twitter. Drop the alerts you've set up for them. While it's important to keep up with the activities of people in your field, yes, spending an unhealthy amount of time and energy on them is more harmful than helpful. And again, this is all in how you see it, right? Because you can follow people and say, man, they're doing it, I can do it, they're doing it, I can do it, they're doing it, I can do it. So this almost seems like you're keeping up with them, but you're kind of like upset at their success, or you're bothered by their success. That's kind of the vibe I get on how this particular line in this article that's kind of been bothering me the whole way was written. By the same token, if people are jealous of your successes, distance yourself from them too. If those around you constantly denigrate your accomplishments to make themselves feel better, you're probably better off without them in your life. Very super powerful sentence. If those around you constantly denigrate, diminish your accomplishments to make themselves feel better, you're probably better off without them in your life. These people bring a toxic negative energy into your interactions that can impact your self-confidence. Super important right there. Getting rid of toxic negative energy in your relationships is crucial to keep the health, your emotional, mental, spiritual, financial, social, I mean, everything, all your well-being. You have to protect it, right? You have to make sure that you're in the right mindset. Otherwise, you start adding stress, you start adding the negativity, the emotions that start affecting your vibe. Yeah, it's going to start affecting where your focus is. You're not going to be focusing on your goals. You're not going to be focusing on achieving what you've set out to achieve, because it doesn't matter. Ultimately, I don't think it doesn't matter what someone else set out to achieve. You can applaud them. You can cheer them on. You can wish them well. Like I wish you success every single day. But if it's a detractor, if it makes you, kind of throws you off your rail on where you're going and what you want to achieve, it's, not something you want in your life. So take stock, do inventory of how your relationships affect you personally. And I'm not saying it's easy. Nobody ever says it's easy getting rid of someone who's toxic or negative in your life. It never is. Unfortunately, sometimes it's people whom we've grown up with, or people who we feel we trust, or we feel that they have our best interest at heart. But if you are to be objective and do an objective review of what that particular relationship is, is it beneficial? And I'm not saying, what can I get out of them? No, beneficial in the way that it's not negatively affecting you, right? A mutually beneficial relationship or association is that mutually beneficial. I want you to succeed. I'd like for you to want me to succeed, right? That's the kind of people you want to have in your life. If they're upset because you're succeeding, where is that going to lead, unfortunately, right? So, very interesting article that I read today, the 4 steps to stop comparing your success to others. and by Drew Hendricks on success.com. And here are the four steps basically. Number one, see the full picture. Number two, congratulate them. Number three, redirect your focus. And number four, look away, which means you're kind of dwelling on someone and it's not beneficial to you. So interesting. And like I said at the beginning of this particular particular talk, there was going to be some conflicts on how I felt and what was discussed in this particular article. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new. Please feel free to share it. I'm going to upload it to my YouTube page. You can look for Algaeman1, ALGAEMAN1, the number one, and subscribe so you can share this type of content. What do we want to do? We want to provide content that educates. We want to provide content that motivates. I take motivational stuff and I discuss it, give it my point of view. Then, and I encourage you to look at that same subject matter and look at it through your point of view, your experiences, where you are in your life, where you want to get to in your life. And ultimately, I wish you success. I wish you success today, tomorrow. I wish you success in your life. Like I have a list of things that you want to take a look at in your well-being, your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, financial, social well-being, right? Take a look at that and make sure that it's something that you're taking care of, right? So let's succeed together. Let's build something where we can change not only our families' lives and generations of our family that we'll never meet, but also our surrounding community, because we can make a difference. But we've got to start with ourselves, right? So remember, knowledge is power. Imagination is king and intelligence your weapon. Read a good book today, enrich your mind, and above all, take action. Again, I wish you success. I wish you happiness. I wish you joy, and I wish you peace. Have yourself a wonderful day. I hope to be back again on Wednesday at 8 a.m. So until next time, we'll be talking.